I don't really like the taste of it.
Of coffee?
Yeah.
Do you like coffee flavored stuff?
No.
Like a taffy?
No.
Nothing?
Mm-mm.
Pussy.
Yeah, I know.
So you had your training session today.
Yeah, man.
How'd that go?
It went well. He is a former Army Ranger and wants me to get him back.
Of course he is, dude. Of course he is.
Yeah.
You only train the elite. You pissed me off. You go ahead. Finish your story.
He wants me to get him ready for deployment because he wants to go contractor and go to Ukraine.
What do you think about all that?
Bro.
Wow. I didn't think we were going to get into it.
Yeah, bro.
But I guess you're the guy to talk about it, huh?
Yeah, bro. I'm more mad at myself that I'm not going to.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
Because the things I did in Afghanistan, I still don't feel like I did enough. And right now, there's a lot of shit popping off. And, like, dude, the fucking president of Ukraine is on the front lines right now.
Yeah.
Like, he's there. And he's like, we don't need evacuations. We need ammo.
Well, they've declared martial law, and they reenact weapons for civilians, right?
Mm-hmm.
After 20 years?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That, and then he's like, whoever wants to come and help, as soon as you show up, I'm giving you a weapon.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who it is, where you come from. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
And
did you hear about those 13 soldiers?
mm-hmm.
That was badass.
The ones on Snake Island?
Yes.
Yeah, bro.
What should we do? Should we tell them to go fuck themselves?
Yeah, like, this is it.
Yeah, dude.
Do we tell them to go fuck themselves?
Hey,
Turns it up.
cruise ship, something, something, something. Go
Yeah,
fuck
go
yourself.
fuck
Just
yourself.
slinging lead. Da, 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 da. Dude, I was talking to my buddy Derek about that just last night.
Yeah.
And we were so bricked up thinking about it, dude, because I've been in crazy situations.
Mm-hmm.
You've been in crazy situations.
Yeah.
But I wasn't of the right mindset to be like, oh shit, I could die right now.
Right.
I was in the mindset of, I'm going to kill them.
Right.
So I didn't have the time to realize what was really going on. And I wondered what it feels like to have imminent death in front of you, not only accept it, but then play off of it. I mean, you're with 12 other of these most badass people, right?
Yeah.
I feel like at that point in my head, not that I think it's cool, but I would probably say some gangster shit out loud and be like, let's make this cool.
Yeah, man. Well, I told you the last time that I'm okay with death. So I know that if I was faced with imminent death, yeah, the first thing I'm going to do is fucking,
yeah,
let's go. Bring it.
But what do you think that feels like? Have you felt that?
Imminent death? I mean, I've been shot at, and it was definitely like a oh fuck moment.
Yeah. But you knew you were gonna survive. Like, because when I was in my shit, I knew.
I wasn't certain I was gonna survive.
No.
I
guess that was just when you're young and you're bulletproof,
mm-hmm.
and plus I was high,
mm-hmm.
so I had that arrogance thinking of just like, this is just like Grand Theft Auto. This can be cool.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna die.
Yeah.
You know.
I felt the mortality watching people die, and
sure.
So, it did hit a little different, but definitely that fight or flight response. It was more of a fight response for me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's stuff that's happening now, man. So what's next? What do you think the next move is?
Well, they actually just said that they were able to repel the Russian forces out of Kyiv, the capital. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm super stoked about that. They did also give the Russians one of their bloodiest days with 1,000 casualties. And so, dude, I almost got a hard on for Ukraine right now.
Yeah.
They're doing it. And I just, I want to help. I know that there are some forces nearby. There's even a couple units that are in country right now that are also fighting, like U.S. forces.
Yeah.
And so it's just that I want to help.
But there's nothing you can do.
No, not right now. Unless I went contractor. But
you think you can come back and survive that? Just the mess that you're in now? Look at you even just talking about it.
I've already survived one.
I know, but mentally.
I don't know.
I'm sure you could.
I probably could. I mean, I know it would continue to fuck me up, and I'd probably add to my list of hallucinations.
Yeah.
But knowing that I did my part to help, I would probably do it again.
But you really feel bad that you're not there?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And where do you think that comes from? I know you said you felt like you didn't do enough, but obviously you did enough.
I'm still of fighting age. You know, tomorrow I'm going to be 31, and so I'm physically fit, and I may not be completely mentally fit, but I'm still an expert shot. So why shouldn't I? You know, why shouldn't I try to do my part to end something that is this horrific, knowing that I had the physicality to do so?
You know what I really don't like is people making fun or making light of this whole situation on social media.
Bro,
I don't think any of that stuff's funny.
no.
Like the
It
Blues
triggers
Clues,
me.
we just got a letter.
Yeah.
You know that we just got okay, so people are doing that, talking like it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
These are people that might not come home.
It triggers
that's
me.
not funny, really.
It triggers me. Something fierce, dude. Like I had a couple coworkers yesterday that were kind of joking about it, and they were also like, dude, my legs are so sore from this workout, you know, give me a gun, I'll end it myself. And I'm like,
Yeah.
just trying really fucking hard not to lose my shit.
And they don't mean anything by it.
No,
They're just talking.
Yep, they are, and I understood it, and I had to remind myself several times, but it fucking triggers me.
Really?
Yeah.
And so does it put you in a weird headspace?
Yeah.
And how long are you in that until you kind of come back to reality?
Couple hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Does it make you not want to hang out with those people anymore? Because
Yeah.
do you realize that they're not saying it to get you?
Later
They're
I
just
do.
speaking.
Later I do. Obviously, I know that they don't mean for it to trigger me, because they do respect me, and I know that if I told them that it triggered me, they would stop and they would apologize.
Yeah.
But I'm not one to try to censor your language just because it upsets me slightly.
No, I get it.
You know.
You probably should be careful of what you say, because you never
Yeah.
know who's listening or who it's going to affect like that.
Right.
Yeah, you never know.
So.
Well,
But yeah, man.
I think you're doing just fine, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm training those that are going.
Yeah.
You know, I even have some reservists that are like, I think I'm going to activate. I'm going to volunteer to activate and go, because some of their friends are going. They're like, dude, I just couldn't imagine having my friends go and me not go.
Yeah.
And the only thing I could think of, I was like, yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, but it's not. I mean, it's easy for me to tell you, hey, man, you probably shouldn't feel like that.
Right.
Because you've done more for this country than most could ever dream of. You've done stuff that in real life that people have only ever thought about in video games and movies.
Yeah.
You did it. And a part of yourself is still over there.
Yeah.
A part of you died over there, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You gave. You know, I don't know, me being an outsider looking in, and obviously I love you. I don't know what else more you could give, because I've talked to you and I've seen you on your fucked up days.
Yeah.
I've talked to you and seen you on your okay days.
Mm-hmm.
What else you got to give over there, dude?
I'm still alive.
You want to die?
I don't necessarily want to die, but I would be willing to give my life to help.
Okay.
You know, it's that I've given a lot, but I haven't given everything.
So is that the military in you?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's not necessarily fighting for this country. It's fighting for humanity in general,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, President Zelensky, he, I think it was like his great-grandfather fought in World War II. He lost a lot of his family in the Holocaust. And he's the president of that country, and he's standing on the front lines with his people. You know?
As a leader should.
Yes, truly.
Yeah.
You know, obviously all of our presidents are way too old to be willing to do that.
Sure.
So, and I mean, I guess that's understandable, but he's 44 years old and standing on the front lines with his people fighting.
That's his life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I respect the hell out of that man.
For sure.
You know?
For sure. I hate all this ugly business, dude. There's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah.
But I hate it.
Yeah.
And I don't think people should be making light of it on social media.
Not in the slightest.
Mm-mm.
No, there's nothing about it that's funny to me.
To do that kind of stuff, to make that kind of humor. And I'm not a sensitive guy.
Right.
I think some stuff is funny.
Right.
That stuff, I don't think is funny, because there's people that won't ever see those jokes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think it's right.
Right.
I don't think it's right, and I think it's very privileged
Yeah.
people that are able to make those jokes. And the only reason you're able to make these social media jokes is because of those people you're laughing at.
Yeah.
That sucks, dude.
Yeah. But there are some of those people. So like the Snake Island soldiers, right? Those guys were fucking badass. There was a woman who was giving sunflower seeds to the Russian soldiers, so that way when they died, the sunflower seeds would grow on top of them. That way they could leave some kind of beauty behind when they died.
Yeah.
You know, there was a couple that got married, and then hours later were searching around for as many weapons as possible to be able to go fight.
Yeah.
Newlywed couple, because they were supposed to. The story was they were supposed to get married in June.
Yeah.
But they were uncertain if their country was going to make it to June, so they got married. And then first thing they did as a married couple was go find weapons to go fight.
And we're out here making TikToks. That's fucked, dude.
Yeah. So,
well, you want to get into the episode?
Yeah, man.
So I told you when you came in, I was doing that TikTok live.
Yeah.
I was just trying to get some feedback and kind of just trying to promote this
Yeah.
podcast, you know?
Yeah.
And so I was letting people, dude, I had 218 people watching at one point.
Shit.
And I screamed. I was like, what the fuck is going on? This is crazy. I told you I made 707 diamonds, however much money that is. I was like, this is wild. This stuff doesn't happen to me. You know what I mean?
Man.
But I just wanted to get on live and ask a couple questions. And I got two of them.
Okay.
The first one, I was talking about my journey, and you know, people jumped on there and talked about me being inspirational and motivation and all that stuff. But I saw one comment that really stuck out, and it just said, "How do I start?" That's all it said, was "How do I start?" So I figured they're talking about their fitness journey, they're talking about their weight loss, they're talking about anything that would better their health. And I know for me, and I was telling you this a little bit before we started, that's kind of hard to talk about because I just started. I had hit that proverbial rock bottom, and there was nowhere else for me to go. When you get to the point where you can't get out of bed, you have to make that decision. Is this going to be my life now? Or am I going to give 100% to myself?
Right.
And it's it's an up and down thing, dude. After Super Bowl, I spent a week fucking off.
Yeah, you and me talked about that in the last session.
My diet was bullshit.
Yeah.
I didn't go to the gym for a week. I caught some mad depression. I caught some serious issues, dude.
Yeah.
All that stuff crept back up. I'm not steady losing weight, but I'm not steady gaining weight. I'm not staying stagnant. I'm working. You know what I mean? It's not easy to start a weight loss journey or any sort of journey.
Right.
But it is simple. On paper, you know what to do.
Right.
The physical part of going to the gym and getting your 10,000 steps a day and doing your exercises, that's the easy part. It's the mental part. It's the food. It's the believing in yourself. It's the past traumas that you've dealt with that are holding you back. It's the mental prison that you place yourself in, thinking that this is the best your life is ever going to get. So there's some times where you think you can't start.
Right.
What would you say as somebody who's just starting a journey, not necessarily weight loss, but it could be a weight gain, it could be a muscle gain, it could be practicing for a Tough Mudder, any journey, playing piano. How the fuck do you start anything? You know what I mean? You just go.
Right.
Would you agree?
For the most part, yeah. I mean, you know, doing a little bit of your research to kind of see, you know, based on what your journey is going to be, you know, you can usually start with something simple as like, how do I start, right? But if it is a fitness related journey, I would say like go to a gym that you want to get started at and just start on the treadmill, but just look around and get familiar with the layout of the gym.
Yeah.
Right. Learn where the machines are, learn where the free weights are, the rack weights, right? All of those things. And then after a few days of, you know, walking on the treadmill, you know, slight jog on the treadmill, whatever, then go experiment with the machines, right? Because you look at the machines and they always show you what set of muscles each machine works. And it'll show you a start position and a finish position.
Right.
Right. So then you'll be able to start understanding, okay, so this machine is going to work my legs. This machine is going to work my chest. This machine is going to work my shoulders. right? And then as you start to get familiar with those machines, then you'll start to think about, how can I incorporate these machines with dumbbell weights, right? How can I mimic what this machine does with dumbbells,
with free weights, right?
With barbells, all that stuff, right? And then over time, you'll be able to start building yourself a little program. On leg day, I'm going to do these 2 machines. I'm going to do these 2 free weights. I'm going to do these body weight movements. And then you just start building out your week that way.
Yeah.
And then based on what your goal is. So if it is, let's say it was something like getting ready for a Tough Mudder, right? So then you need a little bit more cardio. And so then you could go, okay, I'm going to do these 2 movements, and then I'm going to do a cardio-based movement. Maybe get on the bike, maybe go get on the treadmill, and then I'm going to come back and do these 2 movements, and then doing that and start piecing together your own little program.
For sure. And with YouTube and social media and all these muscle influencers, dude, that you go on YouTube and type in, how do you work out your chest, and you'll get 150,000 videos
Exactly.
on and different renditions of how to get it going. You want to use free weights, you want to use cables, you want to use machines, you want to use body weight.
Yep.
It's just a huge search engine.
And what I try to do for all of my exercises, I try to actually do 2 exercises body weight, 2 exercises machines, 2 exercises dumbbells, 2 exercises bands, 2 exercises cables.
But you can't start out that way.
You can't start that way. No. You wanna start slow. So start with something that doesn't require a lot of core strength and stability yet, because you just want to get familiar with how your body's moving, get familiar with the movement. And then over time, then you start reaching out towards those free weights where it does require more core stability, right? And more core strength, because then that's going to be the more important set, is doing the free weights, because your body will then have to learn how it moves that weight in space,
right?
How your center of gravity is going to change as you move through that exercise.
Well, and if you're trying to do chest, you can just isolate your chest, but when you're using free weights and stuff, that's going to build up all the other stabilizer and surrounding muscles to make those movements better and stronger.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. So, and I think, is there less chance of injury with free weight for that reason, because it does work the stabilizer muscles, or is there less chance of injury with an isolated machine?
There's less chance of injury with an isolated machine,
okay,
but there's more of a benefit from the free weights. But don't go, like, if you're going to go to free weights, let's say dumbbell bench, don't go directly to the 80-pound dumbbells. Start light and start with 3 sets of 15 to 20 reps with 10-pound dumbbells.
Yeah.
Right. Get used to that movement, because the first couple times that you do it, it's going to look super shaky.
Right.
And you're going to be like, this is really awkward for me. But the more that you do it, your mind will actually start to build this neural bridge. It's called neuromuscular adaptation, right? People call it muscle memory, where it knows the path it's supposed to take. So then it starts to look more fluid as you move through that motion. So the more that you do that, the more comfortable it becomes for you. And then you can start increasing that weight, reducing those reps. And then that's how you start to get to those heavier weights.
Would you say free weights are better than machines?
Yes.
Really?
I prefer taking my clients to the free weights more than machines, but I know that machines have their place in the gym.
I love machines, dude.
Yeah.
I love machines so much. And that's why when we trained the other day, you kept trying to get me over to that, and I was like, can we stay over here though? That stuff's easier for me.
Yeah.
It makes me feel more satisfied with my workout because I can pull more.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to focus on that stabilizing stuff. So when I'm pulling with my back, I can really feel it on my back.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of the top bodybuilders these days, though, and they're still using, I see more now than back then.
Mm-hmm.
Back then in the Arnold Schwarzenegger days and the Franco Columbos and Frank Zanes, all them, right? That was all free weight stuff.
Right.
With very minimal cable.
Mm-hmm.
Now you look at today, even at the Jay Cutler stuff, that is a lot of cable and a lot of machine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing people move that way more. Are they losing fundamentals, or is there more knowledge that maybe we don't know yet?
I think for them, it's more time under tension. It's more about the time under tension. Most of the time, whenever you see people using the free weights, they're doing this weird kipping motion, especially for
kipping.
Yeah.
What's kipping?
So it would be something like,
oh, like a yank.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Whereas the cable, you can't really cause that yank nearly as much, right? Because the entire time your body's stuck in holding on to that weight the entire time,
Right.
Whereas with like a dumbbell, you can make that jerking motion to have that weight move to make it look good, right? But like you saw my back video, I controlled that weight all the way through the movement,
Right.
both on the machines and with that dumbbell, right?
But you're a trainer. You're not going to be able to do that just starting out.
Right. But I always, to every single one of my clients, if you can't control the weight, you shouldn't be doing the weight.
Too heavy.
Too heavy.
Okay.
Yep. If you can't control that weight, if you can't stop that movement mid-rep and then change direction, then you shouldn't be doing it. You need to be able to control that weight all the way through the movement. Nice and slow, steady, because the more steady and controlled that you do that, one, you are building more core strength. You are building more stability in the small muscles, and then you're teaching your body how to make it through that motion easier.
Yeah.
And then that true strength is going to come through, right? That's why even at my size, I can still pull the weights I do, is because I make sure that all of the weights I use, I can control all the way through the movement. And that helps increase my strength overall.
But okay, so let me try to get my words into the correct order here. So you can move a lot of weight properly with good form, slow and controlled, like you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
What am I trying to say here? If you couldn't move that kind of weight with free weights, but you could jump on a machine and move that kind of weight, then is it better to use the machine?
As long as you can still control it.
Yeah.
But
that's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
You personally, you can push 80s dumbbells.
Yeah.
Okay. If I couldn't push 80s dumbbells just because I was too shaky, but I could jump on a machine and push 120, which is better?
Dropping the weight from the 80s and then controlling it would be better than going to the machine and pressing more weight.
Even to tear the muscle fibers, though?
The reason why is because it's clear that you have the instability of that muscle. And so while you are still creating the micro tears and helping to build the muscle, you're not creating more stability by doing so.
But what if you're trying to train for strength?
Then you would want more stability first. Everyone always wants to jump to that hypertrophy phase first. I don't let any of my clients jump to that hypertrophy phase where they're lifting the heavier weights. I always put them through muscular endurance first because it teaches them that stability of the muscle. Then when they come to the hypertrophy phase, they make bigger jumps doing so because they have better control of the weight. I still let them use the machines, but I keep them at the lighter weights and make them control it because then they're building better core strength. When you have a strong core, your body has better communication top to bottom, left to right. And it's able to maintain those weights easier.
Okay.
Right. And so like I'll still put them on like the light weights, the free weights, and then I can put them on the machines and still have them do heavier weights on the machines, but not until they've shown me that they can control the weight at the lighter weights first.
Do you think someone could have success? Like if I told you right now I'm never going to use a single free weight again, it's only cables and machines, would I still have success in growing strength and building muscle?
Yeah, but you wouldn't have very good core strength and stability. And so then as soon as you and me decided to do a workout and I said, let's do dumbbells, you would then be embarrassed by the fact that you couldn't maintain any of the weights because you're like, dude, on the machine, I can do this all the time, but you can't do it.
That
with
is
a
how
free
I
weight.
feel.
Right.
That is how I feel.
And that's because you don't spend more time working on the stability of those smaller muscles. So like I actually had a trainer who he can do a lot of weight with a lot of different things, but then we had him, me and another trainer had him do one core movement and he couldn't get a single rep.
Yeah.
And it was something that I was doing sets of 10 to 12 on, but he couldn't get one. And the exact same weight. It was a light band. It was almost body weight and he couldn't do one. And it's because he didn't have the stability at the core, but he uses a lot of machines.
Yeah.
And so then like, it's kind of like that. It looks good, but it's not as practical
or functional.
Mm-hmm. So, but for someone who's starting their fitness journey, that's why I say like, yeah, you can use the machines to get familiar with the movement, but then you should be doing a lot of your weights at the lighter free weights.
Yeah.
And building the stability of the muscle because then you're also less prone to injury doing it that way.
Okay. I see what you're saying. And I see, this just made me think of something else. What I wanted to say earlier was the best way to start your journey is to just dive right in.
Right.
If you're dipping your toe in a pool and it's cold, chances of you walking down those steps all the way in, you're going to get out. It's too cold.
Right.
If you just jump in, now you're in it, your body's going to get used to it. You got no other choice than to be in the pool, right?
Mm-hmm.
But also, you've seen in our circle of people, you, Jesse, Travis, all these guys at the gym that I talk to, you guys are all physically fit.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have been in the gym for a long time. I'm the worst looking one out of everybody. But that's because I want to surround myself with the people that I think can get me to the place where I want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Not people that are going to tell me I don't need to work hard.
Right.
You guys are all telling me and pushing me to work hard. You guys are all telling me what I'm doing wrong and what I'm doing right. So I'm trying to surround myself with the people that share that like mind.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I think that's the best way to start your journey.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be a lot of people, especially the crowd that you've been running with this whole time, that once you decide that you're going to start bettering yourself, they're going to slow you down.
Yeah.
And they're going to kind of get in your way because it shows a mirror to them. They're not ready to start, or they don't want to start, or they've accepted that that's what their life is.
Mm-hmm.
When you're trying to better yourself and you're hanging on to these balls and chains, that's gonna really hurt you.
Right.
I feel like. So you need to just, as far as starting your journey, you got to dive in balls deep and just do what you can do.
Right.
Now, the other thing that I wanted to say is I've been in the gym for a year now. And I still get overwhelmed because there's so much information and so much opinion and so much fact and research and this and that and this and that. Because you talk to 100 different people, you'll get 300 different opinions on what's better.
Right.
People will tell you that, what's that shit where you're just doing fucking these weird pull-ups?
The butterfly pull-ups.
But what's that? CrossFit. People will tell you
yeah.
that CrossFit's the only way to go.
Mm-hmm.
People will tell you that powerlifting's the only way to go. People will tell you that low weight, high rep. It doesn't matter, right?
Right.
But then you get into the diet stuff. Carnivore is the only way you're going to lose weight. No, carnivore doesn't work. Keto's the only way.
Right.
Well, keto doesn't work. You got to go paleo. So you have to find something that works for you.
Yes.
And then you have to stick to that.
Right.
And you almost have to have these blinders on. And everybody's going to give you their opinion because I believe that they honestly think that they're helping you. But that's just options.
Right.
You have to see it as options.
Right.
That you can pick and choose from. And you have to build this puzzle that works for you.
And I like using all of them. I use Olympic weightlifting. I use CrossFit. I use powerlifting. I use low weight, high reps. I use only machines. I use only, I use it all. Right.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You cherry pick from everybody's stuff.
And then the reason why is because it's the same thing with like chiropractors. Okay. Every chiropractor is the best chiropractor.
Sure.
Right. It's because they do it this way or they do it this way. It's just branding.
Right.
Right. And so it's not so much about the brand as it is finding out what's going to be best suited for you individually. Right.
Yeah.
And so it is trying all of those different things. So it is trying things like powerlifting and finding out what interests you the most. Right. I love doing Olympic weightlifting.
Yeah.
I absolutely love doing Olympic weightlifting, but I've also gotten back into, I like just getting I call them the bro sessions.
Yeah.
Right. Where you just go grab the fucking heavy dumbbells and you go press that shit.
Yeah.
Right. That's what's been helping me recently, but I also started training with that Ranger, and we're doing more cardio based, a little bit closer to like CrossFit style exercise, and pairing it up with like heavy fucking core work at the end. When you called me today, I was in the middle of doing a core exercise when you called me.
Oh, okay.
And I was fucking burning that shit out.
That pisses me off because you didn't even sound like you were out of breath or anything.
I was trying really hard
Fuck
not
off,
to.
dude. Don't talk to me, man. Don't talk to me.
I was trying really hard not to, bro. Otherwise, you'd have been like, dude, what are you doing? Having sex? You know, I'm just doing.
Dude, the second I walk into the gym, I start breathing like I just took 8 flights of stairs. Even just checking in on my phone, I'm like, okay, we got. It's bad, dude. It's bad. Walking next to people like on the treadmill and stuff like that, I'm like, trying to breathe,
dude,
so slow, bro.
I always breathe really quietly after I do like some kind of cardio. I breathe really quietly so no one hears me going.
Dude, but So that's what I'm saying. I've been in the gym for a year, and hearing you talk still can throw me off a little bit. But that's when I have to have those blinders on and be like, this is Garrett. I'm not Kyle. Kyle's a trainer. He's been doing this for years, and he's been doing this his whole life.
Yeah.
I've been doing this for a year.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but the only thing that I can do right now, not the only thing that I can do, but what's working for me is the machines.
Right. And that's what's keeping you interested in the gym.
And that's I'm seeing progress from it.
Right. Exactly.
And now that I've had this discussion with you, I'm not going to be like, fuck off. He's telling me what to do. He doesn't know me. I'm going to be like, okay, heard what he had to say. I want to get better. If he's saying this is the best way to do it, and he obviously knows what he's doing, let me try it.
Right.
Might not work for me even after I try it.
Right. Well, and the first couple times that you try it, you're going to like get irritated because you're like, dude, I know I can push so much more.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what everyone wants to do. They all want to push that much more.
Yeah. Well, pride plays a huge part in it too.
Yeah.
We had that gym session just this past week, right? And my shoulder was in so much pain. Mm-hmm. What was I pulling? 40? 40 pounds?
Yeah. Yeah.
Single arm, 40 pounds. Dude, I'll do that in my sleep.
Yeah.
This arm, no problem. Up and down, I'll do it 100 times. My shoulder was in so much pain, dude, that I couldn't do it. And I just felt like the biggest pussy, bro.
Yeah.
I felt so embarrassed. And you didn't say shit.
Yeah.
You didn't say anything to make me feel bad. You didn't say anything. You were completely supportive. I would do 4 reps. You said we got to do 10, and I would stay there at 10. Or I would stay there at 4, and I'd have to pause and give my shoulder a break, right? I'd even have to put the weight down. And in my head, I was like, he's going to say, come on, pick it up. Come on, don't stop. Don't be a bitch. And you didn't say shit.
Yeah, no.
And then I grabbed it on my own time. I hit another one, and you instantly, 5, 6. You picked up right where... That's what you need. That's what you got to surround yourself with, is people that are going to support you. You're going to push me.
Yeah.
Because I have to do 10.
Right. Yeah. You're still going to do the work, but I'm going to let you break that up however you want, especially because you were in pain.
Right.
I'm not going to try to push you and cause you more injury.
Yeah.
You know? But if I know that, like, you're like, oh, shit, dude, this burns. Then I'm going to be like, yeah, pick that shit back up. Let's go. Right. Because it burns.
Right.
But there's a difference between burning pain and injury pain.
Yeah.
Injury pain, I'm not going to fucking push you through that.
No.
I'm going to let you take all the rest you need. If you needed to take 35 minutes to finish that one set, fine.
Yeah.
Right.
But the work has to get done.
Yeah.
That's
the work's going to be done.
Work has to get done. And so if you're starting your journey, you need to jump into the deep end. And you need to surround yourself with people that are going to support you and push you in a positive manner.
Yeah.
Not toxic bullshit.
Right.
And you can tell. Having a conversation with somebody in the gym, you can tell if they're a bro or you can tell if they're your bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Are we done with that?
Yeah.
We answered that one?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Next question. I don't even know how you're going to answer this, dude. But it's, how do I stop binging? That's what I was asked on the live. I don't know if I can answer it because I still do it.
I mean, I have my days while I'll binge, where I'll literally snack almost the entire day.
Is that binging?
When it goes 2 or 3 days of doing that, to me, that's binging.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
You know?
Yeah. And I'm assuming this isn't just on a cheat day.
Right.
I'm assuming this is, like you just said.
Yeah.
A cheat day turns into a cheat week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, it is kind of difficult to answer, but there are times where, in order to help reduce the amount that I could binge, is like, I'll make myself like a plate of, like, if I'm going to snack, right? So I have like peanut butter pretzels, I have like dried mango, and I might have like a piece or two of some kind of sweet, right? A couple granola bars, shit like that. But I'll make myself this plate. And then what I'll do is that is literally my plate. That's what I get for the day. And I have to remind myself, and sometimes it's tougher than others, right? Especially if I'm having like a bad mental health day. I get that, like, fuck it, let's just go all out. Right?
Yeah.
And I'll be like, where's the fucking pizza?
Yeah.
You know? But it's, if you remind yourself of those things, that it's, here's what I have in front of me. This is what I have to be able to grab.
Yeah.
This is what I have to binge on, right? I also started reducing the stuff that is bad for me to binge on. I stopped stocking it in my house.
Yeah.
Right. I started that way. If I did binge, it was going to be on healthier snacks.
Sure.
Right. There are still some
Calories
days,
are still calories.
Calories are still calories, but there are empty calories, right?
Yeah.
And then you have like those healthy calories, right? Because
Yeah.
who wants to binge on celery?
Nobody at all.
Right.
A turtle.
But if that's what you have available to you,
Yeah.
right, that's going to reduce the amount that you would binge.
And it's just you and your wife.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have kids.
Right.
I have 2 boys.
Right.
I can't deprive them. They got to have their snacks.
But can't they also have those healthy snacks? And can't they?
Sure, but I
know.
But I don't want to punish them.
But why does it have to be a punishment and reward type of thing? Why can't it be, let's all eat this healthy?
Because it was bred into me.
Yeah.
Food equals fun.
Right.
Food equals love.
Right.
So I buy them the goldfish. I buy them the cookies. I buy them the whatever.
But if it was bred into you, does that mean that you have to breed it into your boys?
But no. But that's not what I'm doing.
No. I'm not saying that you are, but I'm saying like with that mindset, right? With that mindset,
right.
It is, why not try to change that for them as well? So that way they can also learn those healthy habits and then still like every now and then, right, get to enjoy those things. Like, hey, let's go out for ice cream this weekend. Let's go out and go do this, right? To where, yeah, it does still kind of feel like a reward, but it's also, it's teaching them the good habits of like, we don't have to have these snacks in front of us.
So I guess for me, what I'm trying to do is lead by example.
Yeah.
Because my family showed me that you binge.
Right.
You eat everything. So what did I do as a kid? I did that too.
Right.
But if my kids see that there's junk food in the house and dad, who had a problem with food, isn't killing all their snacks, then maybe that takes the power away from it. Like you can have it in your house. So that's what I'm trying to do, is almost kind of challenge myself so that I can lead by example and teach them the healthy way of food.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. That's just another way to do it.
Sure.
Yeah.
And my way is not the only way.
Right. Exactly.
But I don't want to empty my house because I do personally feel like that would deprive them.
Okay.
For me.
Yeah.
When you're a kid and you just went to school for 7.5 hours, when you get home, you don't want that celery.
Right.
You want that Oreo pack and that juice cup.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want them to be able to have that, and I want them to enjoy it.
Right.
I don't want them to be like me, where food became a bad thing.
Right.
Sugar became the devil.
Right.
I want them to have a healthy relationship with food.
Right.
And I want me to have a healthy relationship.
And just as long as they have that knowledge that, there is a limit to the sugar that you should have.
Has to be.
Right.
Has to be.
There's different types of sugar to have. There's different types, teaching them about that nutrition, because then that gives them the power to make that choice. Right. And that is what you're doing, is that you're giving them that power to make the choice.
Right.
And it's because they saw what you've gone through and are choosing to not do it that way, which is awesome. More power to your boys. Truly. Yeah. For me, I know that my weakness was, if I knew it's in the house, I'm having it.
Okay.
Right? And so then that's my approach was, as long as it's not in the house, I don't have to, out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
Right? I don't have to think about it.
Yeah.
Right. And so it's just a different way of doing the exact same thing.
But I go back to the challenge part of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was a very heavy alcoholic. This binging doesn't just necessarily mean food.
Right.
I was a very heavy alcoholic. It could be alcohol, it could be gambling, it could be sex, it could be whatever.
Right.
Binging is all encompassed.
Mm-hmm.
I was a heavy, heavy, heavy alcoholic. I got 3 bottles of liquor in here right now, and I feel fine.
Yeah.
But I taught myself to have a healthy relationship.
I used to have those binging problems with alcohol as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that stuff will sit there, dude.
Right.
And it doesn't bug me.
Right.
Because I didn't want to be the guy who was 30 years old going, I can't.
Right.
I can't go there. I can't be a part of this. I can't celebrate your birthday because there might be. I need to be in control of me.
Right.
So I taught myself how to be in control.
Mm-hmm.
And I want my kids to be able to be in control of everything.
Right.
Video games, cell phone use. They're not on social media yet, but Even too much social media is bad. Too
Right.
much of anything is bad.
Right.
I want them to learn control, and I want them to learn control from me, especially with something that was such a huge downfall for me,
Yeah.
food.
Right.
One thing that does kind of concern me a little bit is they are obsessed with calories, because I'm obsessed with calories.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want them to have an unhealthy relationship the opposite way.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because too much, like I said, too much of anything is bad.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're super fixated on calories, is that not just a different way of having an unhealthy relationship with food?
It can be. I mean, remember me telling you about when I used to work at Lifetime? I used to have to eat 6,000 calories a day just to maintain the body weight I was at.
Yeah.
Right. So I had to eat a lot.
Yeah.
But for me, it was because my body was functioning at a higher rate.
Yeah.
Right. So if you can teach them that it's not necessarily that you have to have low calories in order to be healthy, right? It's you have to have the calories that would match what you're doing in life.
Yeah.
Right. So your boys are active. They move around. They do a lot of stuff. They like to play.
Right.
So they can, right now, they can eat a lot and they can enjoy it.
Yeah.
Right. They don't necessarily have to tie their entire day to how many calories they're eating.
Right.
You know, and kind of helping them to understand that right now they do need calories because they're growing.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Because if you reduce the calories, you're going to kind of stunt their growth. And so if you could kind of tie it to like, you can teach them about it, but they aren't allowed to really focus on it until they're like 20, right? When they're starting to get closer to their peak growth.
Yeah.
Right. Because males.
But what about sports in school?
They would need to eat more. So then that's when you would teach them, right? Is that like you can teach them that it's important to make sure that the food that you are eating is healthy and it ties into what you're doing. So if they're in sports, right, they need to be having healthier meals, right? They don't need to be having well, like when I was in wrestling, my diet was like Snickers and Mountain Dew.
But you needed those calories.
I needed more calories than what I was having, but I was also focused on trying to make weight.
Right.
So for me, I reduced my calories a lot.
Yeah.
I had very low body fat percentage. And so then it kind of stunted my growth, right? I got out of high school at 135 pounds.
Yeah.
Right. If I had maintained and actually eaten healthier and eaten more, and while I was going into the gym, I probably could have grown quite a bit bigger. I probably could have left at 165, 170.
Right.
Right. And been pretty solid.
Well, and every calorie isn't built the same.
Right.
1,000 calories of candy versus 1,000 calories of ground beef. Well, you got to have your food work for you.
Right. And that's where you teaching them comes in.
Right.
Right. So teaching them those things, but telling them that they don't need to count every calorie that comes in until they've reached adulthood.
Yeah.
You know, and just kind of giving them the idea of like, okay, you're in the middle of your sports season, you should be eating more.
Yeah.
Not worried about like how many more calories
Just
you're eating.
more.
Just more.
Yeah.
Yeah. But teaching them how the calories work is important.
Right.
Yeah.
Food, man. Food is the worst addiction, I feel like. And let me tell you why. There's drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Drugs will kill you.
Yes.
So you would think drugs got to be the worst.
Right.
Then there's sex.
Mm-hmm.
Sex will ruin your life.
Right.
Well, that's got to be the worst. Alcohol, that'll ruin your life too. That'll lose families. That has to be the worst. Food. Because you don't need drugs
Right.
to live.
Right.
You don't need alcohol to live.
Nope.
You need food.
Yep. Food is a necessity of life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to be able to understand that and overcome that after a literal lifetime of abusing that is one of the hardest things to try to overcome.
I agree.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah, no, that is, I mean, because it is such a necessity that we all have to have.
Yeah.
Right. If you gain an addiction to it, then that is definitely one of the toughest ones to overcome, is because you still have to, right. If you are addicted to drugs and you are trying to get off of drugs, right. You don't go, okay, well, I only had 6 needles today, so tomorrow I'm only going to do 5.
Right. Exactly.
It doesn't quite work that way.
Dude, I've contemplated doing a crime just so I can go to prison so that I could have 3 meals and just work out all day.
Right.
I've contemplated that. How crazy is that?
I mean, I remember seeing your TikTok.
Oh yeah, dude, when I'm sitting in the cell. Yeah, bro, because it's so difficult to try to live that life.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. I was just having a conversation with somebody today, and they asked me, how do you stay so motivated?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck motivation, dude. Fuck the motivation. Fuck the inspiration. It's a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
It's an emotion, just like sadness and anger and happiness. You don't walk around all day like a jackass laughing.
Mm-hmm.
You don't walk around all day crying.
Right.
You're not going to walk around all day motivated.
Right.
You need to chase the discipline and the consistency.
Mm-hmm.
Because Mike Tyson said he hated training.
Mm-hmm.
Hated it.
Right.
But discipline is doing something you hate like you love it.
Wait, discipline? I thought it was discipline.
Hey, tell him that, bro, and see what happens. That dude will knock your face off. Discipline.
Discipline.
Dude, I'm the best ever.
I'm the best ever. Man, I hate training.
I was spitting something good, bro.
I hate training. It was all about that discipline, though.
I broke my back. Spinal. Man, you just shit on my fucking rant here, but
no, man. Honestly, I do feel that though. It's not about staying motivated. It's when you're unmotivated that the real work comes in.
That's when it counts, bro.
Yeah.
That's when it counts.
Yeah.
The 4 months deep and now you're plateauing in weight loss.
Yeah.
That's where you get deep.
Yeah.
That's where that fucking warrior is made.
Right.
You're not going to be motivated every day. I promise.
Right.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Just like anything else. You go to work and Mondays, you're not very motivated. Wednesday, you're a little more motivated. Friday, you're super motivated because you want to get out of there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like anything else, dude.
Yeah.
But it's the dedication, it's the discipline, and it's the consistency. That's what's going to get you through any journey.
Mm-hmm.
Anything. You want to learn how to play piano? You're not going to learn piano in one day.
Right.
You're going to learn piano in about 6 years.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just consistency. So that's how you start a journey, one step at a time.
Yeah.
That's how you not binge, one day at a time, dude. I've taken not binging minute by minute.
Yeah.
I've crawled by my fucking teeth, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You just get to the other side. Like you said, you got to get to the end of the day.
Yeah.
That's all you can do sometimes.
Yeah. Like I told you, when I have my binging moments, there was actually a few times where I've like gotten up from the couch, gotten literally to my pantry door, put my hand on the handle, and I said, fuck, nope.
Yeah.
And I'll go sit back down. And then like 5 minutes later, I'll get back up and be like, all right,
Yeah.
nope, I'm going to sit back down.
Yep. You do what you got to do, and it's not going to be the same for everybody.
Right. And every day is different.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
But it can be done.
Yeah. I mean, I think I even said it on this last TikTok I had was that you only get to live today once.
Right.
Right. So today's February 26, 2022. I'm only living February 26, 2022 one time.
Ever.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll never see this day again. So
Yeah.
what am I going to do with it?
The best you can.
Yeah.
Whatever you want, really, but what should you do with it?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think just making the decision to show up for yourself when nobody else will, because that's the other thing too. In life, people can help you.
Yeah.
When it comes to a personal journey, you're the only one.
Yeah.
You're the only one that can do the work. Nobody's going to come save you.
Right.
You can't push the weight for me.
Right.
You can't meal prep for me. You can't make me eat the proper foods.
Right.
It's
I can literally put it in front of you, but I can't do anything else with it.
Yeah.
Yep. You know, Morpheus said it best. He's like, I can only show you the door. You're the one that has to walk through it.
Yeah. And that like I said, you have to surround yourself with people that are doing the same thing. You have to make it a part of your life. It's a whole lifestyle.
Yeah.
We're not meant to do these kinds of things alone.
Right.
We're meant to, I'm here to help you carry something when it's too heavy.
Right.
You're here to do the same for me. So if we're not supporting each other and we're making fun of each other instead, there ain't no way.
Right.
There ain't no way that it's happening, dude.
No.
And, another thing that's really tough is when the household isn't on board.
Mm-hmm.
When you're the only one in that doing a diet and everybody else is eating pizza and you're sitting there with fucking brown rice and chicken,
Mm-hmm.
you got to do it.
Yeah.
You have to do it.
Right.
But don't be afraid to let them know in a nice way, hey, can you help me out?
Right.
You don't need to eat what I need to eat, but can you not eat that? I'd appreciate it.
Yeah.
Do you think, what's your take on that? Do you think that's selfish?
What?
If I were to ask my entire household, hey guys, can you not have pizza for a while because it's really hurting me?
Why not just eat before them or eat after them? So that way you aren't sitting down right next to it trying to eat.
I didn't get this way by self-control.
I know.
I could eat a meal and then eat another meal after. That's easy.
Yeah, that's true.
So
I've done that.
Yeah.
I've literally done that.
It's easy, dude.
Yeah.
And that's another thing too. With this binging stuff, oddly enough, I find my lowest points when my own family offers me food.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hard to say no to the barbecues.
That would be one then to be like, hey guys, I'm going through this process. For the time being, try not to invite me to these things.
Yeah.
Just for the time being.
Yeah. But then
Right.
they take it personally.
Right.
Which blows my mind.
Right.
And that's what we were talking about earlier is now you're showing a mirror to them.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't like that.
Right.
Nobody wants to be told that they're fucking up. I'm not saying you're fucking up.
Right.
I'm saying this is what I need to do for me. Why are you making this about you?
Right. Why can't you support me in the things I'm trying to do
Right.
for myself?
Right.
Just be proud of me about the fact that I've made this choice.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
telling me your barbecue's not going to be just as good if I'm not there?
Right.
I have to be like,
I'm the reason why your barbecue's any good.
right. Or it's fun, or I have to go drink with you, or your birthday's going to suck.
Yeah.
Fuck off, dude.
Right.
Do you love me or do you love yourself?
Right.
So it's all about support, man. It's all about support. And if you don't have that support at home, it's going to be hard, but you can count on you to do it
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
Yeah. Well, and surrounding yourself with those that are going to support you.
Right.
Yeah.
And doing this TikTok stuff. That
Yeah.
not everybody's going to be able to post their journey.
Right.
But if you can, I promise you that the support out there is way better than the hate.
Yeah. Well, like I told you, I started making those posts for myself too.
And how do you feel about that?
You know,
No, I don't know. That's why I asked
it's
you.
it feels awkward for now, you know, just to continually like throw lifting videos and shit out there. But the second video I posted after that was like I was literally going through a big fucking struggle that day.
Yeah.
One, I was battling a migraine for like 4 hours.
Yeah.
And I was still having to train my clients and still show them the energy that they deserve. Right. So trying to like get excited when you can only see out of one eye is, you know, it was fucking tough. And then all the while, you know, my hallucinations are still going like, dude, you're a piece of shit. Why don't you just go the fuck home? Right. And then my last client of the day is like, dude, work out with me. And so like I was still fucking battling a migraine and then working out. So that was my back video.
Yeah.
Right. So think about all that, like all of those weights that I was doing, I was still in the middle of a fucking massive migraine.
Right.
I was in severe pain while I was doing those movements.
Yeah.
And then still being harassed by my hallucinations constantly. So that's why you see me like hunched over that low row machine and then fucking head in my hands getting ready for the bent over row with a dumbbell.
Right.
Right. I was just in fucking pain. But the thing is that, you know, people needed to see that I was going through that pain that day. Right. And then the next video I posted was that chest video. Right. I was pressing 85s on the dumbbells. And it was a pretty decent day that day. Right. My hallucinations weren't bugging me as much. They're still like, dude, you're a piece of shit. I'm like, whatever, fuck you.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
But I had a good training day. I had some of my clients doing some pretty cool shit, you know, and it's definitely like proud trainer moments for me. So I had a good day. And so, you get to see both my bad days and my good days.
With the ball rolling like that, and now you got, is it just the 2 videos that you have so far?
I have 3. So I had my shoulder video, and that was when I said I'm going to start changing my content.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Then my back video.
Remember that one?
And
then
then
your
now
chest.
my chest. Yeah.
So 3.
Yeah.
Are you feeling a little more confident in it? What's the feedback been like? You're still growing.
Yeah.
So
I'll get the like it'll show up on my Instagram story or something like that, and then I'll get like the occasional like or two.
Yeah.
I haven't really been getting too many people like reaching out. I got someone asking me why I wore a mask at the gym. So
okay.
Yeah.
COVID, homie. No.
I really wanted to be like, I'm terribly sorry that you watching a video of me with a mask affected your day so negatively that you had to ask me why I had a mask.
I hope you don't stop, man.
Yeah.
And I hope nobody says anything stupid enough for you to be like, I'm not doing this anymore. Because that happened to me.
Yeah.
That happened to me.
Yeah.
And I think that you can help people, dude. I told you that.
Yeah.
And I hope that you continue doing it.
Well, and actually one of my clients started binge watching the podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Shout out, Brian. What up, buddy?
What up, Brian?
He keeps asking. He's like, dude, when's the next episode coming out? Like,
Yeah.
dude, he's already watched them all twice.
Yeah.
And he said the last one that we did about my mental health
With
helped him out
Travis.
a lot. Yeah.
That was really that was good stuff.
He said that one helped him out a lot because he remembers being there a lot.
Yeah. I really shit the bed on that episode, but
no.
Oh, I did.
No,
I
you
hate
didn't.
that part, dude. I hate it with all my heart.
Dude, that didn't bother me in the slightest.
I didn't mean it.
I know you didn't.
I know
That's
you know.
why it didn't
I
bother
know
me.
you know, but I need my heart to know you know. I fucking promise, dude. It's not funny. I just got so nervous and I was just like, fuck it up. I'm sorry, man. That gave me anxiety. I was like, dude,
No,
I hope
man.
he doesn't get upset. I hope people watching don't get upset because I don't think it's light. I don't think it's funny.
Yeah. But you also, this is also still semi new to you, right? This is
Sure.
11 years for me.
Sure.
I am so used to this, man, that it doesn't bother me to joke about it
Yeah.
at all.
Okay.
I like, dude, if I have a seizure, sometimes I'll wake up and people are like, dude, you doing all right? I'm like, yeah, I just didn't want to work today.
I just want you to know I'm not sitting at the table writing fucking comedy sketches to try to make fun of you on anything. I don't think it's funny.
We should do that one day.
No, dude, I'm not going to be a part of it, bro. I'm not going to be a part of that. Fuck.
Just tell your heart that I promise it's okay.
We're good.
Yes.
Okay.
I promise.
You were saying that somebody was watching and they want us to have somebody on that has already lost the weight?
Yeah.
I can't think of anybody. The one guy I can think of is a douche.
Right.
So I don't want him on.
Yeah, I don't either.
So
But I mean, I'm definitely
I'm on the hunt though.
I am too.
Yeah.
I definitely want to talk to somebody. I mean, maybe Gabriel. He's down quite a bit.
Yeah. But he's not done.
That's true.
We want to find somebody who's I mean,
done.
I guess you're never going to be done, but let's at least find somebody who hit their goal weight.
Yeah.
Let's find
That's true.
Let's find that.
Yeah. Because I think Gabriel's done a really good job.
Yeah.
Good job, Gabriel.
Yeah. Shout out.
Yeah, I think he's done a very good job too, and he's still pushing every day, and he's still motivated to do so.
Yeah.
But I think we do need to find someone who's essentially hit that goal weight, their end goal weight.
Yeah.
Right. And then now it's become their lifestyle. I do think that would be helpful.
Yeah, we get a lot of insight from that as well because, that's another thing that I have to kind of deal with and I try to remind myself is I have to lose all this weight.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have to live with excess skin.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have to get the skin removed.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have to maintain.
Right.
And that scares the shit out of me.
But by that point, it will be a lifestyle for you. That will be your lifestyle.
Yeah, but it goes back to what I was just saying earlier is I don't want to focus my entire life on calories.
Right.
One day I'd like to be able to eyeball. There's some people that can eyeball their meals.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'll ever be able to do that just because I do have the addiction.
Well, over time, you'll get so practiced at it that you'll be able to eyeball it and be like, okay, yeah, that's good. And if you're like 100 calories off, 200 calories off, it's not going to make or break your diet.
Yeah, that's true. Because eventually I want to get to a point where I don't have a 9-to-5 job.
Right.
My 9-to-5 is training and making content. And so hopefully I'm training a lot harder in the future than I'm training now.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Well, tomorrow's your birthday.
Yeah, man.
You're going to party out tonight?
Yeah.
Are you going to do anything tomorrow?
Recover. No, I'm going to be spending I'm going to be spending time with my family. I think I'm actually going on a bike ride with my brother.
Okay.
We are like ride BMX bikes through downtown and just go find stupid shit to do.
Yeah.
See how close to injury we can get without actually injuring
Oh,
ourselves.
my man.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
31?
Mm-hmm. 31. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Are we getting old?
Hmm.
When are we old?
Well, So for me, I feel old because I'm like the second oldest trainer at my club.
Yeah.
And the oldest trainer looks pretty similar to me, but people always say that I look older, and he's 40.
And I know who you're talking about. You do look older than him.
Like I consistently hear how I look like I'm the oldest trainer, and I'm like, he's almost 10 years older than me.
Yeah.
That hurts. That hurts. Like, and my oldest brother, okay, he's getting ready to be 40 next month.
Yeah.
And a lot of people think that we're twins. And then we'll be like, no, we're not twins. There's actually 9 years between us. And they'll be like, oh, who's older? So then he'll be like, well, this will be fun. Who do you think is older? 100% of the time, I'm the older one.
You're just seasoned, bro.
Bro.
That sucks.
My crow's feet have crow's feet.
Dude, I remember being a kid, bro, and 30 years old was just like, you're about to die.
Yeah.
When I was like 6 or 7 and someone told me they were 30, bro, what is 30?
Yeah.
How do you get there?
Dude, I saw myself at 22 and I didn't think I looked much different, but apparently
Oh, no, dude.
I look like it's the difference between like fucking Captain America and the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah. Bro, if you told me you were 55 right now, I'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, I believe you. Yeah. Bro. Like, but then like there are some people who will be like, how old are you, man? 26. And I'm like,
thank you so much. Can I have a hug?
Dude, I never thought I'd thank people for actually assuming I'm younger than I am, right? I also said I would never thank somebody for carding me.
Oh, isn't that a weird feeling, dude?
Yeah. And I got carded and I'm like, thank you. And as soon as I said it, I went, fuck. No, I didn't just do that.
Yeah.
Right?
Bro, you know you're old when you start telling people bye-bye when you get off the phone. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bye-bye. Yeah.
Fucking bye-bye, bro. I couldn't just say later.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Peace.
Have a good day.
Yeah.
Thank you.
One bye.
One.
All right, man. Bye. No, it's got to be bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, man.
Well, that's an hour, bro.
Yeah, man.
You got stuff to do tonight.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you cruising through.
Yeah, bro. Anytime, dude. I love doing this.
Take us out properly, and let me hear your exit. Yeah, go ahead. I'm just gonna. Go ahead.
Fuck, man. All right, y'all. Thanks for checking out the Sonder experience. Okay, we had a good time today. Like and subscribe. Hit us up on TikTok. We'll catch you guys later.
Peace out, y'all. Hey, that was pretty good.
All right.